Hey guys, the other hardware came that I was waiting for. These are for 1032nd, and what these are going to be used for are for the 4 panels, or the 3 panels I'm making for there. So yeah, and then I got, these are all chrome too, by the way. And then I got those, and we got those from there. We're back on the East Coast, but the beautiful thing about it is I ordered these on Friday. They're here today. Can't beat that. So this should be the last of the hardware we need, and we'll go from there. So when I get more, I'll bring you guys back later. Oh, and this is drying. Later. Alright, here's another mistake I did. See how these are sitting up because they're as far down in the hole you can get, and basically you see they're tapered. Same with these. Oh, and I took it apart. This one busted loose from the epoxy, and so I went ahead and drilled the hole next size bigger, and now it sits almost flush. Look at that. We're getting ready to epoxy it back in. So I drilled the hole for roughly right there, and I should have done it all the way up at the top, because now it's not flush, but it's better than this is. And no, I'm not going to pry these out and fix it and everything else. It's just showing you a mistake I did, that's all. Later, guys. There it is, upside down. So this go there like that. Ooh, I got the angle off. Okay. This is the correct angle here. And then this will bring it up to the half-inch mark right there. Yeah. It goes to there. So yeah. Let's get playing and we'll see what we come up with. I guess you can see it. I laid a pattern out. So this should butt right there. Damn. Okay. We'll put these in. What you can do with the CA is you can just put a little smear, hit it with the Insta set, and more or less tack it into place. You can always come back. I can come back and I can twist, snap that joint loose. But once you start gluing all 4 sides, forget it then. But yeah, this is going to work out. Yeah. Yep. I just don't know how well it's going to take stapling the fleece on. I might sit there and think of just, yeah, maybe use some contacts, some spray contact cement or something. Alright guys, when I get more, I'll bring you guys back later. It's just tacked into place right here. You can see it right there. I didn't even do that side. But, seeing if I like it. Remember, box, switches or whatever, shifter, tray. So seeing if we like it. So, when I get more, I'll bring you guys back later. Alright. I put the top on this because I'm going to end up cutting it out for that. But I put that on to sit there and give it some rigidness, I guess you would call it. The staple gun, lowest it'll shoot at is 70 psi, and it still plants them. And it starts breaking all the glue joints apart. So if you sit there and turn around and start making it a little bit rigid at a time, maybe it'll stiffen it up. Plus I coated the whole frame in rosin too, so that's where we're at. We'll let this thing dry and probably pick it up again tomorrow. Only thing left to build, let's see, as far as the console is concerned, is this piece. And that goes right here. And that slides upside down. And that slides underneath the radio. So I think it'll fit roughly right about in there. So yeah. So there it is. Again, that plastic there we made for panels, and they'll be recessed in about roughly right where that pencil mark is. Here, here, and here. So, well, when I get more, I'll bring you guys back later. Alright, I just put a first layer of cloth on it. Now, we're going to keep building this up, this and on the underside. Next one will be on the underside, then this side and underside, till we get it thick enough and strong enough to sit there and support that basket. I'm leaving the sides open in case I got to do anything underneath here, modification-wise, to facilitate that. So, that's what we're doing. Oh, and what do we got? Airport 75 on the screen. So as soon as this is dry, flip it over, and we're going to go on the underside. So when I get more, I'll bring you guys back later. Hey guys, Wednesday morning, we're getting the bottom here. So that's what we're doing right now. I know it's bare, but 2 hours drying time in between it. And once this gets done, then we're going to clean it up and do her again. More in a minute later. Alright, well, 2 hours, and then we'll flip it over and we'll do the same on, we'll clean it up, then we'll do the same on the top, and then we'll do one more layer on the bottom, and that'll be it. Meantime, I'm thinking I'm going to dig these out of here, because those came out so nice. So, we'll see. So when I get more, I'll bring you guys back later. Yeah, I was able to dig them out. Here are the new ones in. So, let's get this out again. Get some wax paper over here. And get 2 clamps. Yeah, I hope I didn't damage my saw. I wore this thing out anyway. Yeah, there's a couple of teeth missing there. So, I'll get a new one once this is over with. So, I wanted this wax paper. There we go. Alright, we'll mix up the epoxy, we'll put those in, then we'll wait for that to dry. Yeah. Then 2 more coats, one on the bottom and one on the top. Then we'll trace that out and cut it out and see how it's going to work. So, when I get more, I'll bring you guys back later. Alright, had to stop and get another one. So I started with a half of one I had on hand. We used that. We'll use all of this one and probably all of this one. So clean this up, ready for coat 2 of the mat. Starting to get hard, really good. So yeah. So then what we'll do is we'll place this and trim it out, and then we know the inside is what. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do about these, but yeah, so but that's neither here nor there. Let's get another layer of cloth on it, or mat, excuse me, mat, M-A-T. Alright, later guys. Hey tubers, so that makes 2 mat layers here, 1 underneath, and next would be on the bottom. And then I've been playing with this, and if I do this and trace out the bottom, you see that it tapers up, but I want this somewhat curved edge over here, so I couldn't so if I did something like this and then backed it in, I don't know. I think just to be safe and everything else, what I'm going to do is we're going to do this. And I'm going to place it dead center in this hole here, or on the top here, and trace the outline out, and then as we need it, we'll just keep trimming it out, trimming it out, trimming it out until she'll slide down. Alright, that goes there. So next up, get the mat out and cut a piece for the back, or for there. Every time I end up with excess rosin, I just coat everything again. This thing's, and actually this has all been coated, so let me get to getting that piece of mat on. More in a minute, guys. Later. Alright, 2 hours sitting on my butt waiting for this to dry, and then we'll sand the top and do that one more time. That's it. Then we'll try to figure out how we're going to do that. That right there, the canister. So, alright, more in a minute. I was going to put another sheet of mat on top of here, and I decided against it. We're just going to go ahead and cut here. This bottom line is the bottom of that, and I roughly guesstimated the taper going up, so we'll see. When I get more, I'll bring you guys back later. Alright, here's what my guesstimation got me. Partially in. Here. And it's still here and here. So, let's get the grinder out. Want to see how thick it ended up being? There you go. Let's see. It's 2 mat on top, 2 mat on bottom, and fleece in the center. And that's what you end up with. So, I'm going to do some grinding here. Now it's just grind and fit, grind and fit. So, more in a minute, guys. Later. Took a bit of grinding, but yeah, it's in. I can get it back out too, I think. Now look how much I had to grind there. Should have moved it up just a little bit more. But I like it. It's there. Got too much space under here, so we might cut all these off. And lower it. It's supposed to be at 6.5 inches, and somehow, sorry for the shaky cam, and somehow it grew an inch. Now it's almost, but 7.5 to the top of the, yeah. So it grew an inch. So, if it's something to play with. Gotta be careful, because if not, I'll destroy all this work here too. Would an inch hurt you? I don't know. Maybe we ought to put it together and put it in the car and see. That's in thought. All right. Well, I'm going to go in and cool down for a little bit. It is a toasty one out there today. Let's get this closed. But since I was grinding all that fiberglass dust, I just as soon get it out. I can't believe how thick that got in a hurry. That hurt. Hopefully the inch ain't going to kill me and get it. The back's going to be left open to get to this, because so then the back console will bolt right up to this. So I think it's time to pull down the other one and bolt it together. More in a minute. Okay. That's what it looks like in the car. So, I don't know. Too tall? I can take it down, and I think I'm going to. I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and post this, see what everybody else's comments is. I think if I take it down an inch, it might look a little bit better. And yeah. So, we'll see. So we'll see what you guys have to say. I'm going to load this up tonight. I'm tired. I'm going to take this all back apart and take it out of the car. I got some work to do on it. And yeah. So I want to thank everybody for watching, subscribing, and of course leaving comments. I think I need to take an inch and a half, something around there. Later.